let's keep breaking like myths and shit. Did y'all see the
Mythbusters.
Travis and Cyhi shit?
Yeah.
Did you listen to them though?
They had
The
a reference.
So, hey, there's reference tracks to Astro World and Rodeo. Okay, cool. That makes sense that there's reference tracks. There's reference tracks always for shit. It's the industry. Nah, but it's Cyhi doing some of the verses that we love from Travis. And for people listening that aren't aware what that is, it's just, hey, here's a beat. Here's how I think you should rap over it, and here's some words. And if in the case of Dr. Dre, in the case of Puff, the reference track for Still Dre, Hove did that entire record. So Snoop's parts, Dre's parts, Hove rapped that entire thing. Them niggas went back and did exactly how Hove had it. The voice and the inflections make it different, but it's funny because you can always tell who wrote what.
yeah.
Dre's verse on Three Kings, I can tell Ross wrote that. Like, my ears just go, oh, Ross wrote this. Whenever Ross writes for Puff, I can tell. Whenever Hove writes for Puff, I can tell.
Whenever the game writes for Puff,
I can tell. It's just it's like huh, it's interesting, but it's not a myth. It's not like it's not new to anyone. There were some of the reference tracks, and even how they did the Good Friday stuff with Kanye when they were in Hawaii making all those songs. Like, he's not a writer, he's a producer, and he's open about that. Drake with your man's, oh man, Quentin. If you're reading this, it's too late. I felt one way about it initially because of the whole best rapper alive thing. I don't feel the way that I did about it back then, about the Drake shit. I don't. So now it makes this Travis and Cyhi thing.
You mean like just getting like the best version of something done?
The best, not even that, G.
Okay.
Not even that. It's another one of those things where I'm gonna go, I blame y'all. I'm on some I blame y'all shit today, if you can't tell. Everybody acting like they care about who the GOAT rapper is weird when y'all don't really care about who the GOAT rapper is. Cyhi, No Dope on Sundays? How hard was that album? Like, I'm not tripping when I go, oh no, that's some classic shit, but only the niggas who knew. So if Travis is like, hey, Cyhi, I know. Can you come write some shit for this shit I got with Drake so it could be the hardest shit that the world loves? And so what I blame y'all for is niggas don't know who their favorite rapper is for real. You think Travis your favorite rapper, but really it's Cyhi. You think Drake your favorite rapper, but really it's Quentin. So you mad at who? You mad at who because you don't know how to go support the real shit. Like, and I love the fact that Travis could be as creative as he is. His voice can sound like it sounds. And this nigga go, I'm calling Cyhi to make this shit a movie. That's just brilliant to me. Am I wrong?
That answered the age-old question though, for like as far as like music goes, because people that get the button pushed on them, it lets you know like you're actually they're training your ears. You know what I mean, as listeners. So you're not really making your own decisions when it's the music that you like. You know what I mean?
That's
like
crazy.
You really like a concept that's built by a bunch of human beings. You know what I mean? And they just prop up. It's kind of like the presidency. Like they just prop up like the visual of, you know, an image that'll work out for the American people basically. But that's kind of how I look at music for a while, on like who is the ones that, you know, is in the faces of everybody, and then who is actually like super, like they're talented, of course, but there's a lot of talent out there. So who's getting the traction, and why is that the case? I always thought about that because, you know, I'm a Wayne stan basically, so a Wayne fan like to the 10th degree, right?
Yeah.
But it's almost, and they talked about this recently too. I think Jordan talked about this recently, but it is a crime that Wayne is in the position that he's in. He's doing just fine, so you don't have to worry about Wayne whatsoever. Yeah. He's a real one, so it's good. But it's a crime that Wayne is where he's at and Drake is where he's at, as far as pedestal goes. Like, people forget who Wayne is, and that's disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, if you had a run the way that he had, it's disrespectful to prop up a person that, yes, it seems like they've been doing great and they've been doing amazing for a long period of time, but that's only because they're able to get. You know how many people are working. Drake is not a human being. That's a conglomerate.
Yep.
That's not a person.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
he's a puppet of the industry. You know what I mean? Like it's a reason why he is the number one spot.
But I this is I agree 100% with what you're saying.
Huh.
The credit that I give Drake, the credit that I give Travis, the credit that I give Ye is allowing themselves to be coached and to defer to fly shit. That's what
That is
not,
a talent.
Not to keep looping Grand National back in here, but that's been the coolest part. Like, it's too many niggas in here for you to do some weak shit. So hell of a when Dr. Dre and them talk about how the Chronic and Doggy Style was made, Dre's like, yo, well, not by Doggy Style, but for sure when they were making the Chronic, he had that house in Calabasas. Nigga that had no furniture. He just had the studio set up, but was throwing parties, and was like, yo, it's a vibe. All the best niggas in the room. Hey, Snoop is the nigga we know, but RBX, DOC, Das, Corrupt, Warren G, who got something? Best verse wins. Let's make hits. Let's make timeless hits that's gonna change everything for that Beyonce album, bro. Going to get St. John, going to get Tierra Whack, like the pins that Burna Boy, the pins that they went Kendrick, the pins that they went to go get for that album is why it sounds like that.
Which one? Views?
No, the Beyonce, the Lion King shit.
No, fuck with you.
Oh,
Another thing, circling back to L with Drake and Wayne. If Wayne was not Drake's mentor,
Oh no, he wouldn't.
Drake would not be, because
and Drake says
Wayne-
that.
That was a
Drake
very
says that
important
all the
piece,
time. Though.
yeah,
For sure.
because
He has to, isn't it? No.
He
Everybody
don't have to.
forgets.
He
Wayne-
does not have to.
and everybody forgets Wayne was with Cash Money at what age?
11, some silly shit
11.
like that.
And think about what Baby and Slim was trying to tell him. You ain't supposed to reach out to other people. You just supposed to stay in the camp and only make music in the camp. And as Wayne got older, he realized, I need to reach out to all those people.
Wayne is
so
a
what do you think
treasure.
one of the first things he told Drake? Reach out to anybody and everybody that you think is dope.
Yep.
Don't matter if they like famous or not. Reach out to them, get them in the studio.
Bro, just hearing the shit. This is not to go on like a Wayne rant, but just hearing that story of him doing the squad up tapes is like it was like practice, or whatever. But also,
Man, look.
also the fact that how many individuals was like a part of that process. You know what I mean? So it was almost as if he was doing double agent shit, because yes, he was living the Cash Money lifestyle. You know what I mean? And like was underneath that umbrella and listening to the rules of that shit, but was also doubling over and getting shit right underground.
But it the formula.
That's some shit that Baby wasn't even looking at.
The formula's undefeated.
Yeah.
Motown. Uptown with Puff. They go get Heavy D. They go get Mary J. They go get Jodeci. What? All right, cool. That you still don't believe? All right, Death Row, here we come. Wu-Tang, here we come. Tribe, here we come. Native Tongues, here we come. Now we get No Limit. Now we get the Cash Money.
Rough
Now we
Riders.
get the Rough Riders. Now we get the Murder Inc. Now, okay, now you're still not a believer. Okay, cool. Let's move into some New Millennium shit.
Atlantic?
Forget the major labels. I'm talking. These are black subsidiaries of the major label.
Gotcha.
So now let's move into. You're still not a believer. Cool. All right, bet you can. Wayne, you didn't believe Wayne as Cash Money. Now let's do the Young Money thing for you, so you are a believer. All right, here comes TDE. Here comes Dreamville.
That Young Money lineup is still here. That's crazy.
It's still here. But guess what it is, like, and then we're not even getting into the pro eras and like the people who are smaller scale. Odd Future, what they've spawned. Like, niggas gonna look back on that Odd Future shit and go, wait a minute.
They were disruptors.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Frank, Earl, Tyler, Sid.
The internet.
Taco.
Taco's a legend now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, again, what's being perpetuated? Individualism. It's not one person. Like, Cardi's not one thing. They got all of the best people fucking with Cardi. So guess what? You get the best product. Travis is treating it as such. Go get, and then in the process, putting fire niggas. We wouldn't have Don Toliver without Travis. Quavo's pocket now since fucking with Travis is completely different. I don't know. I just let the rappers rap and let the artists throw paint on the wall and really make it make sense for y'all.
Quick question to you guys about Cyhi.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he really wants to be famous?
No.
Because that's the thing.
No.
Like, he says all the time, like, you guys worried about when is my album coming out, but you guys hear me all the time.
And you don't even know you listening to me and you jamming to my shit. Like, I don't know how everybody else's brain works. That would make me even more of a sicko. The energy that Travis and them have to exert to be on the radar, and that royalty check is just hitting, and you like, oh, that was nice. Cyhi probably somewhere holding his granny hand across the street,
Bro.
and his direct deposit going off because you niggas is jamming the Astro World.
You trying to tell me what's his name? The chicken man from Breaking Bad?
You're sick. He is. He's Gus. He's Gus. He's Gus.
Gustavo.
He's 100% Gus.
Gustavo.
Would you rather be Gus or you rather be Heisenberg?
For real.